Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're live from Disney's Contemporary Resort.
That's right, recording in the room.
in Walt Disney World. So if the videos have been sporadic the last couple days, we decided we would scoot down here because we have annual passes.
And we wanted to see what all the fuss was about.
We wanted to see what all the fuss is about. We wanted to see what Disney was like during a pandemic. So the short answer is it's
something.
It's very different.
Is it though?
No, it's not. It's not. Well, let's put it this way. It's a bigger pain in the ass, but the crowd levels are about normal.
At least when we're here.
Yeah, at least when we're here, your miles may vary, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how Disney is begging the California governor to let them open Disneyland.
They've been.
And Newsom's like, no, nobody's allowed to open any businesses.
Well, no, he didn't let some people do it, but yeah, no, well, it's not just them either. It's like Knott's Berry Farm and them.
Universal,
They're all like, what the heck? They're letting zoos open, other things open. They're not letting theme parks open.
Well,
so
Disneyland's basically a people's zoo, so they should let them
there you go.
open. So we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about how they're gonna add extra magic hours for the holidays. Are going to be open until like 8 o'clock at night now, I guess, and whether or not that's a good idea, I don't know. Mostly, I think before we talk about how they're begging California to let them open, we're going to talk about our experiences here, because those of you who have wondered, we've been on the fence about coming down for months, because we do have annual passes. Believe it or not, people are like, you just hate Disney. No, we're actually annual pass holders. We have not been down since the reopening, and we really debated about it.
Yeah, so we thought we'd come down and see what's going on, so we can let you know. And boy, do we have some stories for you.
God,
get your popcorn, kick back, and get ready.
Yeah, so I don't know where to start. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's and I'm going to reiterate, if you have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to Disney World, you're spending thousands of dollars to go to Disney World, now is not the time to come.
No.
Because you're going to spend the exact same amount of money, and you're going to get a much lesser experience, I think.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, I don't know if it's lesser. It isn't the fact that they have the parks closed early. So you have to cram more in. I don't know if it's like lesser. I mean, in the fact that you're going to still have what feels like the same amount of crowds. There might be fewer people here. Though we're saying the wait times are short. I think the wait times are short because they aren't doing the fast passes.
Right.
Because I think the fast passes actually inflate wait times. I think they cause rides to be standbys to be longer. So now it's a standby, and the lines aren't as long. Like if it says 50 minutes, you might wait only like 30 minutes or something. But there are a lot of people here. When you're walking around, it was like normal day crowds to me.
Yeah, I noticed a difference at first. We went to Epcot yesterday, and we were in Magic Kingdom today. Now, the first couple of hours were pretty good, actually, because we walked in and we were like, well, this is pretty easy. The security is easier, and we got in, and we walked on the Peter Pan's flight. That doesn't happen. And then as the day went on, it was like, oh my God,
it became normal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, but the thing is now you have the added pain in the ass of having to do all the distancing protocols.
Right.
So not only do you have to contend with the crowds, but now you got to be like, oh, everybody's got to stand. Yeah. We'll talk about that. You have to stand so far from people. You got to wear your mask when it's 90 degrees. You got to wash your damn hands, sanitize everything. You got to fight to find a place to sit to eat because every other table is closed.
Normally, to be fair, though, normally it's hard to find seats a lot of times, but it's worse now. So.
Well, I guess my feeling on it was, and we came down because we're like, you know what? I know with the distancing and everything, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but the trade-off might be that we actually, in a weird way, have a better experience because the crowds aren't there. We can walk on the rides. I can deal with the mask if we can just, get through and blast through stuff and get to do more. But I'm like, we don't even get that now.
Well, it's funny because I'm on some of this pass holder boards and different boards and stuff, and people are on there, and they've come out and said, I was there, and those crowds, there's no way that's 25% capacity.
Yeah.
And they've said that, and people, oh my God, jump down their throat. Like, how dare you? It is 25% capacity. You're just a complainer, and it wasn't busy when I was there, and, wah. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with these people because I'm thinking it's more than that, because it was 25%, and the governor said they could up it to 50%, and then all of a sudden, park pass availability, a bunch more came available, and cast member dates got lifted, blackout dates got lifted, but they never announced they were upping the amount of people. Of course, they're not going to announce that, but I think they did. I don't doubt it. Cast members are saying that it's too busy.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to tip off who I talked to, but I did talk to a cast member here who said that they were in Magic Kingdom earlier today before their shift, and they said I had to leave because it was too busy. Mm-hmm. And we had another cast member at one of the shops that was like, yeah, we've been kind of spoiled because the crowds weren't too great. So, I mean, even a freaking pandemic can't keep people away from Disney World.
No.
It's the same the same problems you had without the pandemic, without the distancing. You got, people not watching their kids. I was absolutely furious. We were in line for Pirates of the Caribbean, and there's a family. I swear to God, there's like 8 kids in this family.
There was 8 people total.
And I know the little kid's name. His name's Mackie, because they said it enough damn times. The littlest one, who was literally touching everything, picking his nose and grabbing and whatever, and he wouldn't stay back, and the parents weren't watching them. So
Cracky. He's a crackhead.
Oh,
Squid King. But I'm like, look, if you're gonna do this thing, right? The parents have to abide by.
They're not. They're special. They're special kids. What we call them, Timmy and I forgot the girl's version was, but Timmy and his sister.
They're all Mackies now.
Mackie, yeah. They that's my special snowflake child, and it's their Disney magic, and I don't have to watch them. If they want to touch you and go underneath you and not abide by social distancing, I don't have to make them, because they're just children. Well, how dare you?
So this kid, he was in everything, right? And he got real close. He was like, I had a backpack. He was like right underneath my backpack, and I was running interference with our group, and he comes right underneath. I'm like, what the frick? And so I turn around, and I heard the mom's like, oh, don't go near that man. He looks really grumpy.
He looks grumpy because your little spawn of Satan won't stop going up and running into him where he's not supposed to be anywhere near him. And I'm so sick of this. And parents, watch your damn kids. You know what? When our kids were little.
Yeah, we've been bringing them since they were like 2.
Oh, if they had behaved that way, oh my gosh, they would have got the beat down. Well, not actual physical beat down. We usually just yell. The verbal beat down of a lifetime. Because I would have been like, oh, heck no, that's rude. And you tell them you're sorry and stuff like that, because it's like, that's not okay. And you see these parents all the time. And sometimes you see parents that are really great at making sure their kids behave, and they'll tell them why. And then you see other parents that just like, they don't even care. They're on their phones, or taking selfies of themselves or whatever. And they're not even watching. It's, well, we're at Disney, you do what you want, precious. And right now that's normal. And now it's on top of everything else, the guidelines and stuff. Then you have to deal with this crap too.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, and this is where I can't in good conscience recommend. In our case, we had annual passes, but I can't in good conscience tell somebody to come down now, because you're not getting a better experience. Before it was like, well, it might be worth risking it just because you can get on the rides quick and whatever. And they're being really good. We're not seeing them clean the vehicles down.
Yeah, no, okay.
Said
yeah.
they were.
Everybody's like, oh, they're spraying the cars down.
No,
they're wiping them down between guests. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
We're right there. They're not doing that. And I did see now in certain locations, like I see people like doing stuff. Like here, I saw the one lady wiping the escalator rails. But like a lot of times, you don't see anybody. I know we were at Epcot yesterday. The tables, the food and wine tables, they were all out. They weren't clean. No. Now over at Pinocchio's, they were wiping it down as soon as you got up. It just depends on the location.
Castle, they were wiping the handrails down. But there was we were in line. Squid King and I were at the Jungle Cruise, and another kid, mask off, picking his damn nose. We're watching this case, picking his nose and wiping it on the rail. I mean, this happens normally, but I'm like, if you're gonna do the pandemic thing, and you're gonna be like, you got to go through all this crap and your masks and your all that, at this point, be like, if the kids can't control themselves and play by, then just leave them at home.
Yeah.
Or just don't open the park.
Or don't bring your kids right now.
Don't bring your kids.
And it's like they're supposed to have all these things in place. And I know we were at Food and Wine, and it was people are not staying back. They're not social distancing. They are right on top of you. They don't care. They're not abiding by that. The tables were not being wiped down. Now, like I said, I went into the event, that event pavilion, the Millennium Celebration Pavilion, and I was in there, and there was an older gentleman who was meticulously wiping things down. But most of the other places, that was not the case. I had not see people spraying the vehicles down, doing all these things that Disney's claiming they're doing. I have not seen it.
So that's the thing. So you're paying regular Disney prices, right? For a supposedly
limited hours, because they cut the hours.
Limited hours. There's no fireworks or anything. It's like Magic Kingdom today. It was closed at 5 o'clock. You can't park hop, so you can only go to one park. And but the trade-off was, well, there's not as many people here.
Bull crap.
You can put up with wearing a mask or whatever. But yeah, so you're basically getting half of the experience for the full price.
Right.
Because Mickey's got to open because Mickey needs that money.
Their argument's going to be, well, under normal times it's really busy, and then you don't get the low wait times. Well, no, you would have the low wait times if you didn't have Fast Pass in place, because Fast Pass causes wait times to be longer.
Yeah, I think that's my takeaway from this is like, wow, look how fast the line moves when you're not letting Fast Pass people cut in.
Yeah, that Fast Pass thing creates lines more than it. I mean, it's nice if you have them, but I think honestly, at the end of the day, it creates more trouble than than it's worth, because the lines now without the Fast Passes were like 45, 60 minutes for some of the things like Mine Train, and they were getting through a little bit faster than that. But I'm like, you wait in line like that, sometimes you might wait 30 minutes with a Fast Pass, so it's like. It's the same thing. Why don't we just get rid of them? But
yeah.
So that was going on, and that was. So we have that. Now the masks, I don't think are too terrible, except for you because it keeps fogging your glasses.
I have a problem because I wear glasses. Because you can tell by my avatar, I wear glasses, and I can't. It's like rubbing Vaseline in my eyes, and I'm walking around with a. I mean, for most people who aren't blind, I think I guess it's it's doable, but realize it is 90 degrees and humid
it's
here.
Really,
so
really hot.
If you don't like wearing a mask, this probably isn't. I mean, I'm just thinking like if it were a once in a lifetime trip and I were dropping thousands of dollars, like this is not where I would drop it. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we actually left frustrated.
Both days.
Yeah, both days. We're just, and even the kids who normally love Disney were like, we're done, we're out. Like it's ridiculous. Crowd levels are. We got to do the masks and we got to distance.
If you want to eat or drink anything, you have to stop where you're at, take your mask off, and then you can eat and drink. But you have to stay stationary, which I get and understand. That's fine. But it's really, really hard to drink things or do things when there's no places for you to sit. You're trying to. They have a lot of things blocked off because they want to social distance you, and you have to stand there and eat and drink things. And it's just inconvenient. It's not. I mean, it is what it is on that. I'm not like saying how dare they or anything like that. I'm just saying it is what it is for whatever reason. But it's really inconvenient, as a guest to do that. So, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, if I could do it over again the last few days, I think I would have chosen not to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I think that it's, again, I could see if they discounted it or something, but it's a much.
Well, they're like giving like annual pass holders discounts rooms. They're doing a 30%. Well, they're doing 30% off for annual pass holders on Shop Disney now until October to try to get. They're just desperate for money.
Yeah, and we decided we would stay at the Contemporary because it was half price for us.
Mm-hmm.
It was like so we're like okay, we'll in Contemporary we can walk to Magic Kingdom.
That's one nice thing.
Yeah, the Contemporary. I'm sorely disappointed in the maintenance
it's not
here.
that nice. Sorry.
It's the maintenance is lacking over here. It's a very dated for what they charge.
Yeah, you can tell it's been here a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think some of the moderates. I honestly would recommend. I can recommend moderates over this one. Like Coronado, I think is better. I think Caribbean Beach is better. I think there's a lot
Caribbean Beach just got refurbed.
Yeah, there's like a lot of moderates I think are better than this. Even if you want deluxe, I would recommend Beach Club or Yacht Club.
Beach Club.
Boardwalk or those things over this. But I was going to tell a couple of funny stories though. So we were at Epcot. And they were doing these things called cavalcade. You can tell the story, but let me give them.
I love the story of how I was born. It's a real funny one.
No, so they have these cavalcades, and what that is like characters on a vehicle or whatever. Well, you hear this music blaring, and it's Frozen, and they're doing the first. He's laughing because he knows the story. So they have like Elsa walking in front, and then this horse-drawn carriage with Anna, and she's waving at everyone, and everybody's standing aside like, ooh, it's Elsa and Anna. And it was great, except the horse let it go. There was horse poop everywhere. On my Insta, I put a video. If you go up to my Geeky Does Disney Instagram, it's on my Geeky Does Disney. This is my Instagram. That's in response to the influencer quote unquote Instagrammers and how ridiculous it is. These women that behave the way they behave. The wine moms. They're like, oh my god, like I can't even. It's me. Yay! Here I am. Ooh, ooh, arms up. Take my picture. Me. This is my response to that. But I put the video up. But yeah, the horse let it go. So that was, that happens. Shit happens. And there was a girl whose poor woman's job is to go behind the horse and clean up the horse crap. That is her job.
That's her job.
But after she cleans it up, she puts water down and waters it to wash it off, which is great, except that Squid tells us about how when we were doing something else, he watched a family who didn't see what happened walk up to the puddle with the little kids, and the kids just start jumping in the poop water. And they have no idea because they weren't there. They didn't see that the horse took a giant crap there. And they're just jumping. The parents like, oh my God, Disney magic.
Everything's magical during a pandemic.
It's Timmy and his sister Mackie, and they're just jumping in the water.
Oh, freaking Mackie.
Poop water everywhere, and they're just jumping in it. It's like, oh, memories.
I'm just thinking they used to have the Disney, remember the little souvenir commercial they had, like,
oh, you're my little stag, my mom calls me
little brother.
Yeah, they call
brothers.
you your little souvenir.
Yeah, like, ha ha ha, mom and dad had sex at Disney and now I got a kid sister,
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking
That's how to do with horse poop water.
No, I'm just thinking
Hey,
everything.
do you equate the two? Am I doing something wrong?
I'm just thinking, because everybody is so dazzled by the magic here.
Dazzled by the crap, yeah.
And dazzled by the shit. If they wind up with coronavirus, it's like, that's your little souvenir.
But I have another story real quick, and then we'll move on. But like the blogging and the Instagram, but we're going to talk about that for a minute. So if you've ever been to Disney, there's always these people, and they are literally about themselves, and they do these photo shoots in front of something and blocking everyone from wanting to take a picture because that's their moment. That's about them. Mm-hmm. Well, I had that happen to me again today. So I went to go take a picture at the Cinderella well, and there was this girl and her mom there, and the girl, I mean, she looked cute. She had a Jack Skellington type inspired dress and a mask on, and she had this whole look going on, and they sat there, and the mom kept taking pictures of her while she had this photo shoot. That's great, except me and there's another couple that were there. We all wanted to take pictures of the well, and we couldn't take pictures of the well because she was having a whole photo shoot about herself. Now, she saw us standing there. She didn't care. It's all about her. Here I am. It's me. And it doesn't help when some lady and her family walk by and like, oh my gosh, I'm assuming you're putting these on Instagram. Can I have your Instagram so I can follow you? And then she's like, well, of course you can. Oh, it's all about me. And so I stuck a picture when she was, giving up this girl her Instagram and, getting fond of her. But she sat there and I walked away and looked back 2 minutes later, and she's still sitting there doing a photo shoot. The other couple was still standing there waiting for a turn to get a photo.
Have you walked into the middle?
I should have just walked in the middle.
And just been like, hey, bitches, it's Geeky Sparkles right here. Right here. I think you probably would have got some.
They've been like, who are you?
Yeah, we don't. No, they probably would have kicked you out. They're like, oh my God, it's one of those clownfish people.
But I was like, I just took a picture and left because I got tired of waiting. Those poor people were still waiting. But she was having this whole photo shoot going on about it, and doing everything, putting her skirt around her and puffing it out and then posing in different unusual ways and like crossing her ankles and all that load of shikes,
The horse shit.
Why I'm doing my Instagram mockery page. Because I'm like, go to the second picture there. I was joking because in the background behind me is Splash Mountain, which it doesn't show in the picture. I don't understand why it cropped it. But then I found this picture of Brer Rabbit with his bags packed in front of the castle.
It's the racist rabbit ride.
I know. I was like, oh my, the bad rabbit's behind me. And then I was out taking pictures of the statuary, and I was like, oh my God, there's Brer Rabbit with his knapsack in front of the castle. So I had to take a picture because there's this, and I'm like, are they going to remove that too? Because, I mean, how dare they?
They already cut out Zippity Doo-Dah in the music at Downtown Disney in California. Mm-hmm. Like, even the song is offensive now for whatever freaking reason.
So, anyway.
Wait, I want to watch the horse poop.
You'll take it because it has music on it. You can't listen to the music.
I don't want to listen to the music. I just want to see the horse take a crap.
And I'm like, oh my God, the horse just pooped. Where is it?
Just poop? Where?
I don't know. It's on there somewhere. Because I was like, oh my God.
Don't step in the shit, Elsa.
No, it wasn't behind her, so she was safe. You'd get in trouble for the music. How dare you?
No, it's not going to...
No, wait. And the horse is coming.
Here we go.
I'm like, there's the horse. There it goes.
Oh. Wait, do you pan back to it?
Wait, come back, we'll do like a remix.
Let it go. Yeah. Wait.
Let it go. You went too far. And I was like, I think I comment. I'm like...
Go back.
Wait, you want to see it in slow-mo?
No, go back further.
thing. That's not how you remix. I think you heard the wrong thing.
God. Okay, Disney Magic.
I can't believe you just did that. Anyway.
Disney Magic, everybody. All right, so I guess we're gonna talk about how look, Disney opened up desperately because they got to get some revenue.
Yeah,
on the books
I
here.
mean, they don't have much of a choice.
They had to, but you know. Anyway, so you're not gonna get what you pay for. Let me put it to you that way. You're not getting what you pay for. But now they're begging the California governor to let them reopen in California.
Well, my next question is, I mean, they're saying, well, we did it in Florida. We already have all these things in place, you know. And I mean, I do see their point. Other places are allowed to open. I don't understand why they can't. But I'm wondering what guidelines they're gonna have. And over
California, it's gonna be.
And over there, since it's a locals park, it's gonna be way more people who want to go.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be insane. And then what's gonna happen? There's gonna be fights because they're gonna fisticuffs in the parking lot
because they didn't get the park pass ahead or something.
Right, and that's a pain too. So this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Had a friend kick it over this afternoon. Disney Parks Chief to California Governor, help us reopen. Please help us.
Your only hope.
Help us reopen, says Josh D'Amaro, addressing the state. We need guidelines that are fair and equitable. He went on to say that the longer we wait, the more damage would be done economically to the local economy by furloughed employees.
And
furloughed employees.
Not by furloughed. That's right. They're taking the economy on. No, because what's going on is Anaheim, the city, has lost like $100 million in operating funds that would have been coming from Disney.
Yeah.
So it's already affecting the city. It's affecting people that don't have jobs and everything else, and they're like, we need to open it up. But at the end of the day, they're trying to say it's for the children, but in reality, it's because they're worried about the damage being done to their bottom line.
So the Disney fans can't go to the Southern California theme park, but plenty are flocking to downtown Disney.
Yeah, they've had it so bad they had to close or shut it because they reached capacity.
Yeah, they said that their new undisclosed capacity is not exceeded.
That's
same
it.
here.
They won't say what the undisclosed. As soon as they got permission, and as soon as the governor said, well, I don't know why you can't go to 50%. Like I said, more park passes dropped. And they never made an announcement. Now Universal has said they only were going 25%, but Disney will not tell people what they're at because they know damn well people will stop coming if they know that. Oh, I know you think it's 25, but it's actually 40 or 50. People aren't going to come.
If we knew we were paying for this experience, we wouldn't have come.
We wouldn't have come.
I'm being completely honest. We wouldn't have come.
We also wanted to cover it though, because we wanted to cover this and the Pirates and Princesses blog.
Because we were sort of on the fence about it. We had a lot of people just go down, it's fine. You know, it's like, okay, we'll go. It's if we knew that, like I said, if you had one shot to make a trip to Disney World, this is not the time to come, because you're gonna pay the same price and you're not gonna get the full experience. And you might take a little souvenir home.
This is not the kind that's fun to make.
Not the kind that's fun to make. So, hopefully, I mean, we don't know how Universal's going to go. We're going to head over there for a couple days tomorrow. We'll see if Universal's doing it better.
We're going to hit Animal Kingdom in Hollywood tomorrow as well, in the morning only, and then we're moving over to Universal. So. But I'm hearing Universal doesn't have the crowds. And this is the middle of the week. This is Tuesday. And Monday was yesterday. Weekdays. And it was still really bad. And we're like thinking, okay, weekends I can see. This is weekdays, guys. And it was... We have pictures. I'm like, I'm not seeing much of a difference from when we're here normally.
So they're gonna increase their hours for the holiday season. They're getting rid of the Christmas party and the candlelight processional in Epcot, and Santa Claus is going to be socially distant. So if you don't get what you want for
Santa Claus is always socially distant. If we're being fair, that's the whole nature of Santa Claus.
So if you don't get what you want for Christmas, kids, it's just Santa can't.
It's because of Mickey.
It's because of Mickey. It's because of COVID.
No, but I mean, I think it's funny that they're saying Santa social distance because that's kind of his gig.
So they're going to do Magic Kingdom 9 to 7, first week of December. Epcot noon to 8, which is awfully late. I guess
that's not any different. It's 11 to 7 now. So noon to 8 is about the same thing.
Aren't they going to test the fireworks? They're talking about testing fireworks.
That's a couple days, or tomorrow, I think. But yeah, that's not an extended hours. That is just you open an hour later and stay open an hour later.
Yeah.
Hollywood 10 to 7. That's longer because it's not. I think Hollywood is 10 to 5 or 6. It's 10 to 6, I think, or maybe it's 10 to 7. It's 9. Yeah, I think it's 10 to 6 now. And then Animal Kingdom's going to stay 9 to 5.
So there was a rumor before that they were going to cut back to 5 days a week. I don't see that happening.
No, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Because they're trying to pack them in, and they're slashing the hotel prices to get people down here. And Mickey's, this is it. But like Disney World is the only thing Disney's got right now that's making money.
So yes, when they got an increase, damn well they upped the amount of people they're letting in. They're not going to tell you that though, because they know that people will cancel their trips. So they're like, okay, it's 25%. They're socially distanced. It's going to be fine. And then you find out that no, it's way more than that. And because and they're going to say, well, that's alleged. Okay, it's allegedly more than that. Even though I saw people there today, that's not 25%. A lot of people are not following the guidelines. I don't see them. Like, people have all these pictures. I was looking specifically for it, spraying down the ride vehicles and wiping it down. We were looking for that specifically, and never saw it.
They're not. They're
not, at least not after every person.
There is the only difference I've noticed here is that they're spacing people out on some, like we did Soarin' and they spaced us out. We did Jungle Cruise and they had plexiglass.
They have the plexiglass up.
Other than that, it's damn near identical crowds.
There's gaps around the plexiglass because don't you know germs don't go through the gaps?
Yeah, germs don't.
It's a scientific fact, apparently.
It's Mickey's magic plexiglass. It's kind of like in Star Trek 4, where they had, what was it, transparent aluminum?
Yeah.
Transparent aluminum, where it's from the future. This is Mickey's magical plexiglass. It's germ-proof, right? It won't help the boats to stop them from sinking, but you won't get sick, because you can't get sick at Disney World because
But if you do, it's not their fault, because you agreed to that before they
when you bought the tickets, you agreed. So if you get sick and die, you can't say anything about it.
Now, the good things were, it was nice for the first couple hours you could ride stuff, but then to be fair, we followed our same path we usually do, even on busy times, and we have the same kind of lines. Like it's about the same. It's honestly about the same.
I didn't notice any difference. I'll be honest. I didn't notice, other than the added pain in the ass of doing the mask and stuff.
Now Space Mountain, it was a lot faster. I think it was posted at 25 minutes when it was 40. Pinky Boo and I got in line. It dropped to 25, and we just walked through. I think we had to wait a couple minutes, a few minutes. So it wasn't bad, and usually Space Mountain's pretty long lines. So that was nice. But they had Buzz Lightyear about the same as it usually is, a long line woven clear around the building, just spaced more. Pirates, they had a line clear down the street. Now you're every other row when you're weaving through the cube, but it still was. It was like what would normally be a line I expect, for the time it was. So I don't see much of a difference.
Yeah, even with Thunder Mountain's usually it was about the same. Yeah, it's just not worth it, guys. It's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's not worth doing Disney right now because you're not getting a price break really.
Well, it sucks too because we drove the whole way here. We normally fly, but because I think flying is actually right now more risky than anything. We drove. We thought that'd be a safer way, but it's like 17 hours.
Yeah.
So we drove 17 hours to get here, and it's just like
so the disappointment is extra. There's extra disappointment. Hopefully Universal is a little bit better, but yeah, we used to come down like every other month, and just fly down and
cover stuff and go back.
Yeah, but it's everything is harder now. I guess that it beats the alternative that they're not open at all. But California's trying to open. I think California's got more problems.
Oh yeah, because like I said, it was mostly locals.
Yeah.
So it's not like here where people are afraid to fly, so they're afraid to get down here. That's mostly locals. When they open the gates, they're all gonna come.
Yeah.
Yes, don't even.
And they're gonna come hard at Disney.
That's right. Okay, just stop. Just wrap this up.
Disney magic.
That's right.
You're gonna make a lot of souvenirs.
So just wrap it up. Squeaky's dying behind you. Just wrap it up. I don't know how much more this kid can take.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Please subscribe.
Don't say that.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk to you guys later. If you don't die on a ride or something.
Stop! Would you stop? What's wrong with you? Bye.